Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Three Generations of Fitness podcast. Three Generations. I am Coach Cisco.
Coach Michael.
And I'm Coach Kael.
And today, we're just going to get right to it. It's the 100th episode, you guys. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So, to celebrate and get the ball rolling, we're going to ask our cameraman to join us for this celebratory shot. All right. And then we're just going to do
Our big buff cameraman.
There you go.
Fellas.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. 100. 100.
100.
Bow.
We'll get in on this one.
Ah. Woo. Ah. So this is quite an accomplishment, you guys. This is something that
Come a long way. Come a long way.
Yeah, it's how do we get started is always a funny story because
How did we get started?
It's a great story.
Let's talk about
Okay.
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys how. I'm gonna start it off.
You
Right.
can tell them.
Okay. I've been at the gym the longest. All right. I've been there probably close to 9 years, 10 years almost.
Since the dinosaur era.
Yeah.
Okay. Cisco comes in. Okay. Hockey. Walking in, hey,
fuck?
I'm Cisco, yeah, everybody, I look and I say, oh God, man, we got one of these in here now. Another trainer like this, dancing and stuff when he's with his clients and everything. I'm like, oh God. So I never talked to him. I never talked to the guy for I don't know how long.
Months.
Yeah. And then we happened to start talking, and I said, he's not a bad guy, and stuff. And we started joking around, and he said to me, man, we should do a podcast.
Whoa. Now you're just jumping the gun on that.
No, because you did. You go, man, you'd be funny in a podcast.
No.
Basically is what he said.
Yes, I did. But what it really was this guy, Michael Jackson, Jeffrey, Juniper, whatever you want to call him today, you have resting bitch face, bro. You do. It was hard to approach you. That's why it was hard to talk to you. Well, every time you see Mike, he's just got that biggest RBF and he'll do a set and just like that. Zoom in on this. Like, he'll do a set and they're like,
I just do my,
and the eyes are judging you, not a smirk, just. And I'm like, damn, dude. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get in his way. So that's why I never talked to you. I was just like, he never had this gorgeous little smile that he has today. And then finally, I think you saw me lifting and pushing heavy weight. And then you come up to me. I must have been deadlifting 4 plates or just lifting heavy. And finally you came up and he's like, hey man, you power lift? And that's how we first started to talk. You came up, so yes, you did come up to me, and then it was a comment. I think you saw me as this guy's a jokester. This guy he's just there being silly, having fun, and he trains.
I kind of forgot that part.
Yeah. But then once he saw me lifting, and he saw like, wait a minute, this guy could move real weight. Then we started talking, and then that's when our relationship.
Basically, at that point, you got my respect.
Yes. And it's true because, I'm not your typical, I always tell everybody, I'm not your typical trainer. I laugh a lot. I have fun. I talk loud. Everyone knows when I'm in the gym, they know I'm there. But my clients love it. And so it's like, it's something that I do for that. And I think you didn't understand it. But then once you saw, wait a minute, Cisco can really work out. All right. Then we started talking. Then we started bantering.
You gained my respect. I'm old school. Okay. You come in and you just throw a little bit of weight around and then you leave and stuff like that. I don't look at you like, you're really a serious lifter.
Yes.
Okay. So when I see you throw some weight up, I'm like, okay, I can give him that respect.
Yes.
Okay. And that's what I'm going to do, so that's when I approach. But you did, did say, man, you funny guy. I mean, you should do a podcast. I don't even know what a podcast
He didn't know what podcast was. And so, and then, because you say some outlandish things and you are very old school. Yeah. You are very old school. So it was just somewhere you still believe in the old ways.
Yeah.
Even though this is where we transition. We have someone that has been studying the newer stuff, someone that's been practicing the newer stuff, someone that, the younger person who I brought into the gym as well, because I was like, hey, I saw, he reached out to me. He's like, hey, I'm looking for a place to train. And then that's when I started developing a relationship with him. Now Kael's in the gym with us, and we're not like super duper tight in the beginning. Just pass bys, I say, what's up? And then, but Kael is a lot more fresh in the books, the NASMs and the certifications. And I think that's when you saw him. Like,
I did. You know, one day, you know, someone asked a question that was in the NASM book and training system in NASM, and they asked this question. They asked me. I said, I don't remember. You know, I don't remember that. You know, and this guy rattles it off right away, and I'm like, damn, man, you remember that? And he's like, well, yeah, you know, I studied it in the book. You know, I studied it, and I'm like, wow, man, that impressed me. that really. But Kael comes off as a very friendly guy. Me and him, we hit it off right away. You know, Kael come up to you, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up, man? You know, I'm like,
I did my rounds, you know. I said, what's up to everybody? I introduced myself,
and
you know.
So, you know, I said, this guy's a friendly guy, you know. So we hit it off right away.
yeah.
Okay. So when we were talking about the podcast, he just happened to hear the word podcast and boom.
And what did you say?
No, so I came up to him and I was like, hey, man, let me be in your podcast. Because I think you had told me, you said something about like, yeah, me and Mike are planning to do a podcast. And like, you know, I tend to be very philosophical and, you know, I have some good conversations with you. And so I was like, you know what? What a great idea. So I was like, yo, Mike, let me be in your podcast for one episode. I was literally like, my intention was just to be like a guest, right? And then maybe like a few days later, he walks up to me and he's like, hey, you know what, man? Yeah, you can be part of the podcast. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. And I was like, oh, okay, for sure.
And it was, but it was funny because I told Mike, I was like, yo, Kael's really good looking too. I was like,
they only wanted me for my looks. They only wanted me for my looks.
I was like, not only.
I said, man, he is good looking. You know, I don't want to sound, you know, but we could use a good looking face.
Crazy.
You know,
Yeah, I was like, Mike, me and you can like really bash off each other, but we don't look good.
Cisco tells me, dude, he's got like a lot of followers and they're mostly women. And I'm like, man, that can only help us.
Off of one stupid ass TikTok of him crip walking for 6 seconds.
I was trying to be like philosophical, dude. You know, they were objectifying me.
Yeah, we were totally objectifying Kyle.
You know, I've been like, you know, man, we could use him for his looks.
He's like, yeah,
dude.
that's a good idea.
I can express my idea.
Yeah, you
And
know.
we're like, no, he's a good looking guy. We need him up.
Yeah, no.
I said that. You know, at that time I was like 67 years old, and I'm like, man, you know, I'm gonna attract seniors, but that's about it. I said, Cisco, he's like in his 30s and stuff.
40s.
He's gonna. I go, but we got this young guy, man. He's
like,
gonna
he
attract
got a
the
different
old, the
demographic
young.
reach.
He's eye candy. But then that's when it clicked. It was funny because you said that I'm 67, Cisco's approaching 40. And Kael's like in his mid to late 20s. And then I think that's when it clicked on me. We're all like, all right, we're going to do it. I'm like, wait a minute. That's 3 generations, technically. You know, you got a boomer, millennial, and as he likes to call himself.
Hold on now. Don't take my idea now. Hold on now.
No, don't.
That was straight
'Cause
up
you know
my
where
idea.
It came from. The name came from. The name came from K.
Well, no, the name came from
That
Kael.
was on me.
Yeah,
that was on me.
Okay,
just came
okay.
out of the blue.
But I think I was the one that was like,
thinking,
we're all, because we couldn't think of a name.
No, I said that. I was the only
was
one.
it?
100%.
Damn.
Yes. I was like, yo, we should name ourselves the 3 Gs. Why? Because gangsters, you know, is another term for G's, but 3 generations. I was like, we got an old head, we got a middle head, and we got a young head right here. So I was like, yo, 3 Gs. 3 Gs.
And it's
And
stuck.
then, you know, like, they're like, you know what? Hey, that's a good idea.
And you know,
it's
a lot
stuck.
of people have told me, man, that's a unique name. I go, it's not really a unique name. It's the truth. It's the truth. We have 3 guys from 3 different generations. One, the boomer has so many different views on working out, on exercising, and
Old school as
philosophy
hell.
of exercising
Old
are
school.
so different from
Yep.
these guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and it's true. We argue a lot about what's going on in the fitness era.
It's all love, though. Like, arguments, you know, it happens, but like, it's all love at the end of the
Well,
day.
it is because, I mean, like, even if you look back, our first episode was how we became trainers.
Welcome, everybody, to the 3G Fitness Podcast. Today, we're here to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Right, you know, and we all shared our stories and how we became trainers, and it wasn't the same story,
No.
you know, like
He used to hate my training style. I think he still does, low key, but he just
Yeah.
doesn't admit it.
See?
Yeah, you know, I'm
He
not
didn't
gonna
respect
lie.
my training style at all.
I don't particularly like neither one of
still
your training
doesn't.
styles. You know,
You say you like mine,
But
you
it
give
all
up to
works.
me.
But it
no,
all
I
works.
don't. I don't like the dancing, and I don't like.
You don't like how I train my client.
Yeah, you know your style. You know, and Kael.
But working
style,
out
you know.
wise, working out wise,
you
he
bashed Kael on
was
his
yeah.
workouts.
Well,
Yeah.
Kael, yeah,
He lifts too
because
light. He doesn't go heavy enough.
Kael, you lift kind of light, man.
I do. I'm not a power lifter.
I'm not used
I'm
to
not a
that.
power
you know.
lifter.
I'm not used to that. I was when I was a bodybuilder. Yes, that was my
Exactly.
style. You know,
Exactly.
but you know, we're looking at 30 years ago that I did that. 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even come close to it now. So when I look at you and I see some of your videos, I'm like, man, he ain't even lifting no weight. Man, what's he doing? You know, that's what I say. But then also understand, you know, I have a respect for that because of where I came from and from what I've done. I respect your workout style. I don't like it. You know, because I don't
I
do it
appreciate
anymore.
you saying you respect it.
I think what you
That's all we
respect,
need.
you
Yeah.
respect his consistency.
Definitely, that's the
Yeah.
thing. And I've always told Kay that, look, the most important thing in working out and working training is consistent.
Right.
I don't care who you are. If you are consistent
Yeah.
in what you're doing, I use the balloon system. You know, you blow a balloon up consistently. What does it do? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger if you're consistently blowing it up. It's the same with working out.
Have you ever heard him talk about the balloon
I've
system?
never
'Cause
heard you say the balloon system.
This is new news to us.
Dude,
Hold up
this
now.
100 episodes, you never said the balloon
Hold
system.
up now.
I swear, I thought I had.
No.
I thought I had.
I was about to
I look
say.
at consistency as a balloon. You know, if you consistently blow up a balloon, what happens?
It gets bigger?
Yes. So if you consistently work your muscles, you consistently work your biceps, your triceps on a consistent basis, what happens?
It gets bigger.
That's how I've always looked at it. I've always taken that analogy.
Well,
I've always used it.
You know, the consistency is always important. It's
I swear
you've never told
We
us what
ain't
the balloon.
never.
So
100 episodes in.
yeah,
Never.
100 episodes.
Never.
You never talk. First of all, I've
Never.
never seen you do this gesture. So that's already that was already something
But
new.
it's simulating a balloon.
Right.
Yeah,
You know, literally.
hey, whatever
And
you like,
that's-
whatever
But as
you
you
like.
can see, we have two different training styles. They both work, and Cisco ended up always in the middle.
I
He
always
dabbles
feel-
in a little bit of
yeah,
both.
I dabble a little bit in both because I'm always gonna be. I like to. It's funny. You guys heard the method all show no go. You know,
All show,
where-
no go. Yep,
I
yep,
feel
yep.
like that's how you look at K. Like
Yeah.
K is all show
Right.
and no go. That's how I feel like you look at him. And I think I'm the opposite. I'm all go but no show. You know, it's like I don't probably look as I don't look like the Greek god is.
Well,
like
but
a
he
Filipino
can
god
go.
over here.
I mean-
but I can go, man. I can go.
He gets on the bench and he benches all this. He knows I can't really bench because of my I don't have shoulder problems, but I have limited cartilage in my joints. So I
You
don't
have shoulder
really
problems,
like
Mike.
to
It's
go
okay.
heavy.
You have shoulder problems. It's okay.
I don't really like to go heavy. So when he goes to the bench and he does that, I go to the deadlift. And I sit there and I'll throw up some weight and I'll look at him like, what's up, man? You know, just like he'll look at me and get on the bench and look at me like, can you do that?
That's why lately I give him flack on squats. I think I can out squat you, and that's the thing is I think when it comes to squats, you know, like
go
I
for
can
it.
definitely I feel like I can out squat you. I'll give you dead. You can out dead me or anything like that because I don't push that.
I don't feel you can out squat me. I just don't go to my max in squatting yet. I have good form. I have good technique. I drop down.
But I'm more of I like to perform better, and I just
Well, you can do that at
I
your.
like my food too, man.
You can do
I like
that.
my food and my beers
You can
and my,
do that
and my
at your
drinking from time to
age,
time.
but if I was 30 something, then I'd be throwing up 400 pounds easy on the squat like I used to. But now you got to realize I'm almost 70.
But Mike,
So I got to be careful when I'm doing my squat, when I'm going up in weight. I got to calculate it right.
But then even
I can't let a younger guy push me.
see, that's why he always gets like that because this man will be doing pull-ups
I was gonna say we had so many challenges back then. They would always go at it like, "Hey, can you do this?
And then-
Let me see you do a pull up. Let me see you do this. Let me see you do that." Yeah.
And that's why, like,
No,
our-
I
like,
didn't initiate the
you
pull-up.
get
did.
the hell out of
did.
here.
Nah,
You did pull-up.
there would always be some competitiveness between them. For example, reminiscing. Hey, remember
let's do the
remember that
pull-up thing.
time? Remember that time that you guys put a bet on each other for $100 on who would have the best abs for what? How many months did you guys have that challenge?
It was
for?
Six months.
It was 6 months to see like how much.
3 or 4 months.
Something. It was yeah. And the
then what
challenge
did you
was
do?
he cheated.
Mike cheated. Mike cheated. You
Fat
cheated.
burning pills are not cheating.
Hold on now.
You literally.
They're not. They're sold over the counter. Like anybody could get. You could have got them. You chose not to.
You know what I
He-
could have done? I could have fasted for 3 days off of water, get shredded,
Well,
and then I would. You
Okay.
literally did all the work.
This was for $100.
Yeah, for
$100.
I just didn't tell you what I was doing.
And you.
But then I was on Instagram and I'm looking and I'm like, this
guy's-
dude, look at this big old pizza he's getting ready to eat. Look at this. Look at
Yeah,
this.
not
Big
gonna
old
lie. When
fat-
you went to Vegas, this fool's like, yeah, hey man, he's out in Vegas.
He
He's
was
probably
going to
eating a lot right
Vegas.
now. I'm
He
gonna
was-
win this challenge.
He was going to Vegas and he was having a good time.
He went to
was
Mexico
eating
too.
Yeah,
He
I
was
was
going
in
on
Mexico.
trips.
I was going on
He
trips.
yeah.
He was drinking. And I was like,
He
I'm not
was
even
so
gonna say
confident.
nothing.
He was so
Yeah.
confident.
I'm not going to say nothing, but I will go get me some fat burning pills and I will burn this fat off.
We didn't even
and
know.
What did I do?
We didn't even know until
Yeah.
like the final last day. He's like, hey man, I was on fat burners.
Yeah, I was just like,
And what
really?
did he do? Can I borrow?
Yeah, I was like, let me see how this works. I'm all like,
I mean, you gonna bet me? I'm gonna do what I gotta do to win. Okay,
Whatever it
And
takes,
If I'm looking
whatever
at
it takes.
Instagram and seeing this guy in Vegas partying, like, man, he can't.
I think
diet me.
you know what I
can't-
think? I think you need to run that challenge back without any supplements.
I
mean, not supplements, but without any fat burners at least.
Again,
Okay.
I would take
Okay.
it again because I know
It sounds
what
like
I'm
we're due for
running.
one.
take it
It
again.
sounds like we're due for one.
I have the because I know how I'm going right now. Right now is a bad time to challenge me.
I'm not gonna, I wouldn't challenge you right now because right now I'm a new dad. So it's like
That's right.
That's
So
valid.
You don't
That's
think I
valid.
looked
That's
at
valid.
that?
I
Yeah.
was all like, so in these 100 episodes, I went from being a no dad to now a full
That's
grown
right.
dad.
And I know, and the one thing I do know, the responsibility of a dad,
Yeah.
and it's not winning a challenge.
That's why I was gonna say I love my beautiful baby Gianna, but it's just like right now to put me on a challenge, I was like no, because we're still adjusting. We're still adjusting.
That's
like
right. I
said.
know it's not. It's not like
it's-
something that's gonna happen right away.
Yeah,
You got to adjust.
I know. I mean, and I will give props to my beautiful wife because she's taking care of most of it. Like, I'll be honest, she's taking care of 98% of it, and the other 2% is me showing up to give her a break.
And she's probably
So,
sitting down right
yeah.
there.
Shout out,
When she
Veronica.
sees this, she's probably saying, "Man, you better not make that challenge."
but being a new dad definitely changes how things
Absolutely.
are flowing and things like
Absolutely.
that too. I'm not gonna
100%.
lie, man. It's easy to get distracted because you got a beautiful little girl just
And
smiling at you.
she is beautiful.
She is. She
and
is.
there is a big responsibility that you have
yeah.
that becomes
so
priority.
doing a challenge like that is not a priority
It's
of
not
mine
a
right
priority.
now.
It's not a
It's
priority.
not.
It's a priority to me.
Yeah, because you ain't got shit going on. You're just old, man. It's not
That's right.
Hey, but my question is, how come nobody challenges me?
Man,
Look at you! Once again, we got him for the eye.
I want to be part of the fun.
Hey, can I ask you something? Can I
What's
ask you
up?
One thing?
What's up?
What did your daddy tell you? What did your daddy tell you about an old man like me? Huh?
What does he tell you?
What?
He said to listen to him.
Oh,
He said,
didn't say that.
hey, he said he's old,
Yeah,
He has old
he
ways.
did say that. He did say that.
and those probably, are the best ways.
you guys are talking.
So hold
about,
up now. What does that have to do with challenging me though?
You know what? It has to do with our old school versus new
Because
school.
what does
Yeah,
it have
'cause
to
we
do
did
with?
that episode, old school versus new school.
What does that have to do with? It has to do with that I'm too smart to say okay.
Wait,
I'm too old to do that. I'm too old to have to challenge a young kid. Way too old.
hold on now. So it took 100 episodes for you to not challenge me. Back then, you challenged me all the time.
You
I challenge
In
you on
terms
the
of
weight.
like, yeah,
I'll challenge you on the weight. I'll challenge you on what you can lift.
Well, no, you challenge him a lot. You challenge him on a lot. You would challenge him on his
We had a
approach.
lot of episodes where things got heated, you know. Again, it's all love at the end of the day, but this is where philosophies shine in our differences.
This is what I love about it, because as we were talking about in the beginning, it sounds like me and you were not the ones that got along the best, and that you guys got along, but it's really been you two that I feel have clashed more in these 100 episodes that we've done.
It's true.
Mike in the middle has something to tell Kael.
You train with lightweight.
I absolutely do.
And I don't think Mike understands why you train like that.
I mean,
Because after you go ahead.
Go on, Mike.
No, man. I know why you train like that.
Why? Why do I train like that?
You're like in a bodybuilder's training routine. But see, back in my day, we bodybuild, we lifted heavy.
Mm-hmm.
We lifted heavy. There wasn't, lightweight until you got down to cutting up and to doing all that. But to get that size, we was pumping iron. I always did. From the time I started, I've been doing heavyweight to this day.
You're pumping iron, so you're chasing the pump.
What's
right?
that?
You were chasing the pump basically in the gym?
I got the pump. I just trying to keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that can be done with lightweight as well, not just
It can't be.
heavyweight.
But Cisco, what do you train with? Because I be watching you, man. You trust me. I be watching you throw those dumbbells up. I be watching you now.
I train pretty heavy. I'm not gonna lie. I incline dumbbells, 80 to 90
I was gonna
pounds.
come with that one on.
I chest dumbbell. I be dumbbell chest pressing
80s too.
So
What the fuck?
But the thing about it is, look, the thing about with Kay is he reminds me of me when I was young. And that is something that I look at, and I know how I was when I was younger. Okay, I was a gym rat. I love to work out. And he does remind me of me. And when I think about that he reminds me of me, that worries me, because that tells me that in time, this guy's gonna be yoked and he's gonna be cut. Because that's how it was with me. And see, so I'm not like blind to the fact that what he does, I don't notice. I notice it, and I see it. He understands the word of consistency, and that plays a major role in your workout.
I just want to say it took 100 episodes for him to give me my credits and my flowers, because like back then, man, we would be like,
You still are. Man, everything you say, I'm not gonna always agree with. You know that, right?
100%.
This emotional
as
thing
you should.
with clients,
Absolutely,
I don't agree with that.
I say one of the biggest motivators is figuring out someone's why. And for you to figure out someone's why, you have to get deep and personal with them.
To figure out their drive? Is that what you said?
Their why.
Which is why? Yeah. They're like their
figure out
drive.
their why?
Yeah.
Their why.
There's not a why to it. You want them to get results. Okay? I don't agree with that with you or with him. I don't think you should get emotional.
We're passionate in what we do, and that passion shines through sometimes, even though it's like different strokes, different folks.
And I say that about you. You remind me when I was younger. Okay, the passion I had for this, the passion I had to work out, to be a trainer, to be able to help clients. You have that. You have that, and I know what that's like when I was 27, 28. I know what that's like. I love this. I love to lift. That was it. That's why I can sit here and say I've been lifting for over 55 years, because I never found it to be boring at all.
Or Doring.
Doring, yeah, whatever Doring is.
Doring.
Yeah.
I meant boring.
I know.
Boring.
So hold on. Let me ask you this, because I think we had an episode a long time ago where one of us, I don't know who said it, said that we wouldn't hire each other as a trainer. I don't know who said it. Maybe I did.
You said you wouldn't hire him as a trainer.
It was you.
It was you. I forgot which one, but it was you. You said I wouldn't hire you as a trainer. Damn,
I did say that. Would that be different now? I would say maybe if I'm older, maybe if I was the same age as you, then be like, I would hire you. Yeah. Because we have such a big age gap.
Yeah, definitely we do have.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's just play a game. Let's all of us pick the trainer who we would hire as our own trainer if we would have worked with a trainer. Okay. So
Who would I hire?
Yeah, out of me and Kyle.
I hire Kael, man.
Damn. Damn.
I don't like your style.
What is the reasoning? Oh,
I don't.
how the tables are
I
turned.
see Cisco how he trains now.
Okay.
Okay, but he's never. I can say this. It's hard for me to tell right now because I haven't seen anybody with my age and my experience that he's trained. I just haven't seen him. Okay, I've seen guys that were, in their 40s and stuff like that just want to get healthy.
Yeah.
But I've never seen him train anybody with my expectation of what I want to do.
So who has he
Okay.
trained with your expectations?
I think Kael kind of knows what my expectations are. If he was to take me on as a client, he would probably ask me, "What are your expectations?" And I'd be like, "I want to be the best."
I'll take you there. I'll take you there. I got
so
you.
He has to sit there and say, "Oh, he wants to be the best." Shit, so I got to go up. I got to go up to that level.
That's funny you say that because I would choose you as my trainer.
I would choose you as my trainer. I was like, man.
That's okay.
But that's so funny because you bash on his training style more than you bash on mine, but yet you would.
I bash on his training style because of the way he trains now. The people he trains.
Okay, wait. Now I feel like there's a little discrepancy here. There's two
but
types.
no, what
Are
I
we talking
say-
about training ourselves, like how we work out, or training people, like
Well,
as the
what are we
business?
talking about? We're talking about training people. You would
Right.
be, if you were to train me, I would be a people.
Okay, so you don't agree with how or you don't prefer the way he trains his clients.
I don't.
Okay, but you respect the way he trains himself, like like how he works out.
Well, how he works out is his own personal way. In
You
other
like-
words.
That's closer to you, though.
Yeah, but that's closer to you.
But that doesn't mean he would train me at that same way. I think
what? So
In other
wait.
words, I
You
would- I would-
respect how I train myself personally more than you respect how he trains himself. But yet you don't think I could. Now I'm getting
I'm
confused.
also lost, but I mean, I
let me
guess
explain.
that kind of makes sense because
Yeah.
maybe the
Well,
way you deal with
okay.
people versus the way I deal with people is different.
Well, the way how you deal with
Okay,
people is a
okay,
lot
I'm
more
gonna have to- I'm
calmer
gonna have to-
and personal. I deal with people very eccentric. And
I'm
I
gonna
think
have
he
to.
doesn't like
I'm gonna
that
have to
eccentric.
piggyback on that because I kind of like misunderstood the question of how he would train. The thing about Cisco,
no, the question was, who would you hire as a
would
trainer
you hire
between
as
us?
a trainer?
The thing about it, I didn't think about this when I should have at that time that you said.
No, don't change your answer.
I was
Don't change your
thinking
answer.
of-
You choose me.
No,
You choose me.
no.
Don't change your
Now,
answer.
listen, I was thinking of Cisco, how he trains now, trains clients now.
Right.
There's another part of him that I didn't look at. Okay. He is a powerlifting trainer. And I didn't look at that. I looked at how he's training people, how he trains people now. I know how he trains a power lifter now that I go back and I look at it. And he would be the one that I would train, that I would want training.
That's crazy.
But we're not talking
That's crazy.
about
The switch up is crazy.
Hey, let
I've
me
never
explain
trained.
something.
I've
Hey,
never
hey.
trained a powerlifter per se, but I've trained someone who gets strong as shit, which is the same shit.
Hey, when we were looking at Cisco, when I was looking at how he was training people.
See what you
now.
did?
That's how I was looking at it. How he trains his clients now. Okay. I wouldn't want him to train me like that. But then
How does he train his clients now?
he just shows them the basics. A lot of them he just shows them the basics. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't want him to train me.
But
like,
isn't
I'm learning the
basics considered the
What I need
fundamentals?
him
So
to
isn't
do-
fundamentals?
What I need him to do is to train me as a power lifter, and I completely blanked out on the fact that that's what he did prior to what he's doing now. Is what I'm saying.
So
I'm still kind of confused.
So
but,
now you would
know.
switch to me then.
Huh?
You would switch to me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'd hire Mike as my trainer.
I'm sorry.
hire Mike as my trainer
sorry
too.
about that. I like your style. I like your.
I overlooked
like
the
your-
fact that
I like your
Mike was a
knowledge.
professional bodybuilder at some point, and he was on stage, so he would.
And Mike would just tell me to break up with whoever I'm dating at the time. Mike would help me
I
stay
don't
on
want
track.
bodybuilding style.
Yeah.
Now, that's
I
not
forgot
what I
that
want.
he.
At the end of the day, it's all about consistency, whatever. We just like to bash. Like, it's just all about consistency at the end of the day.
It's all consistency.
Just like how consistently you've always had a different middle name.
Yeah.
My what?
You've always had a different middle name.
No, you gave me a bunch of middle names.
Because I was consistent.
Yeah, how many? Man, there's got to be like
How
what?
many middle names have you had?
Jackson,
Jesus
Juniper.
Christ, man.
Did
I
you
got
say
one middle
Jerome?
name, one.
Jehovah.
But then you gave me like 5, 6, 7.
So Michael Jackson Felcher. My good buddy over there, Michael Johnson Felcher, Michael Justice Felcher, Michael Jonathan Felcher.
At first, I used to go, what? And then after a while, I just said, screw it.
He just accepted his fate. He just accepted his fate.
After a while, if someone keeps doing something, you're just like, fuck it, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
But basically, hey man, we've come a long way. 100 episodes is not easy to do. Like this is what coming up to close to 2 years. When did we even start? I don't even know like the timeline, but we've been at this for quite a long time, dude. We've had like the lowest quality of videos. We had a raggedy, not raggedy, but we had a shoes at his background. We've come a long way.
But the truth of it is this, okay? And what I say, being the senior of the group, and at the end of I am really at the end of my training, career as a trainer. I'm really at the end, and I know you're at the beginning, and you're totally in the middle. I felt there had to be someone that had to take the bull by the horn, and take it on further. I saw the talent that we have up here. I saw that. Okay. I saw that, it was hard for me to even admit this, but I did, because you always want to be the centerpiece of what's going on. And I swear I wanted to be the centerpiece, but I'm not a cameraman, and I know that.
We had an episode where we used to have Mike in the middle.
Yeah.
And that changed.
And I realized I am not the cameraman that I need to be in the center. And I said, well, who is? And I kind of took a poll. And I asked people, who is it?
We both agreed.
Cisco.
Yeah, we both agreed. Agreed.
I went to you and I said, you got to be the host. Correct? I went to you and I said, you have to be the host.
The main
you
guy.
Can talk and you can be. And I said, Kael has to be the second, because he's very knowledgeable in fitness and he's very book smart. And I've always said that. I've always said that about you. I had to be.
I never liked the spotlight either, though. Like you know me, my personality. I won't really say much unless I need to say something.
Yeah.
I'm very selective with my words.
And a lot of the things you say is knowledge that you learn from the books, and I got that. So he had to be the second. Obviously, I had to be the third. I had to be the butt of everything, and it really doesn't bother me, because I'm old school, so I'm going to say things that are probably completely different from what these guys say.
Red states.
So I felt the role.
You know what it is? It's you passing the torch to the next generations.
Right.
Yeah.
So I felt the role I had to take was to make this podcast as successful as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put the pieces together that are going to make us gel and stuff. And
you paved the way.
I said this to you before, okay? Because you've even questioned me on it. My goal is to be the #1 fitness podcast.
Oh yeah,
that is my goal.
For sure.
I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bring in the right people, like our videographer, Felix.
Mm-hmm.
He's made our videos so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So much.
Our team has grown.
And to bring in a social media person, Ashley.
Yeah.
Really been working with us. So we expect a lot of progress in the upcoming.
And also, I would like to give a shout out to all the previous people that we've worked with as well. Because, at the end of the day, that's still part of all the stepping stones to where we got today. So I appreciate everyone that worked with us. I'm going to say, Jose, you were an integral part at some point. I'm going to say, Victor, you're an integral part at some point, So it's all a collective effort from everybody that has put their effort in this.
My wife, she's been a very big
absolutely.
part of
Angie,
this podcast,
100%.
as far as trying to keep everything in order, because I didn't make the decisions. A lot of the decisions came from her, like, hey, you have to do this. Her decision, honestly, for you to be there, it was her decision. It was her view on where we were. She told me, she said, babe, you're just not made for that. I mean, that's being upfront. I know my wife loves me, but she made it, she goes, Cisco, there's something about him, the way he connects you got to put them in there, you know? And so that's how that all stepped up.
The face of the podcast.
No.
Face of the podcast.
I'm saying quiet as hell because it's just dope. Like I said, to me, this is a passion project. This is fun. It's good. It's good to get together, and it's dope. Fuck.
Don't cry now. Don't cry now. Oh, are we all? Hey, hold on now. Hey. Oh, hey. Hey, I love y'all. Hey, I love y'all.
Hey, those were just some good ass words. I'll just say that as much, you know.
Mike, it's been an honor.
We're gonna get to that number. We're gonna get to that number one spot because we filled in all our spots.
Yeah.
We are a team of the 3Gs. We are a team, and we are gonna get to that top. I'm gonna make sure that happens. Okay. When you guys see me at the gym, I'm there and I'm out. But believe me,
all right, I'm out of it. Dude. Fuck you guys. That shit sucked. I was like, that was cool. That was cool.
When I come home, this is what I deal with.
Yeah.
That was cool, but no, like I said, like to me, this has always just been fun getting together, and I did not expect a lot of that, so that was cool. And like I said, it's good. I want more, and we're gonna get more.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot more.
Yeah.
We have
just
a
gonna
lot
keep
more
being ourselves,
coming up.
man. We're just gonna keep being ourselves.
Jesus Christ, what the hell did we drink, man? I'm putting it on that right there. But anyway,
2 shots in.
We're gonna keep this shit rolling. We're gonna keep it
Absolutely.
going. Like I said,
Absolutely.
this has been nothing but fun. I think we got the right team in front of us. We're gonna just keep going. And honestly, it just came as an idea for shits and giggles at the gym.
It really did.
Well,
It really
okay,
did.
I'm gonna ask you, what was one of your favorite episodes?
What's one of my favorite episodes? I'm gonna say this episode, man. This is a good heartfelt episode where we really just like recollected and
And which was your favorite episode?
You already know.
Oh God, tell me.
Ian.
Tell me.
The MMA fighter, Ian McCall.
That's valid.
I was
That's
about
valid.
to say, when we had Ian
Yeah,
McCall
yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Somebody was fangirling a little bit.
On the inside.
More excited.
And that's what I wanted to kind of piggyback off, man, because like I said, I'm a hardcore MMA UFC fan. That stash is memorable. So I know you from, taking fights in the cage and being a fighter. And like I said, I'm a fan. I was excited when we got you because I couldn't believe that it was you. When I heard who it was, I was like, hey, it is. And then when I saw, because they described you as exactly what you just said right now. How the hell does a UFC fighter go from beating asses in the 2010s to now doing what you're doing right now? I'm a huge MMA guy, so when we had that guy on there, I was just like, oh, man.
Mine was the handcuffs.
Mike,
What is this? That's not
what is that?
Was he cuffed?
Put those in there.
Hey, yo, what?
Mike, we asked
Mike,
for
what
your
exercise
gym
is this? What the hell?
Not your honeymoon bag.
Wait.
Find out who
Explain yourself, Mike.
Mike.
I need some explanation.
Belcher. So my wife looks at this man. What's wrong with you guys?
Wow.
What's in there?
Your wife put it in there?
Was this the vacation bag? What? Hey, I just went through my bag. That was in there. Michael Jalen Belcher.
Yo. Wait. Is this a functional thing? Like,
What is this used for?
I need a.
I don't know which one of you did it. I will find out. I will find out. There you go. Yeah. Hey, man, you went along with it too.
I'm trying to think like.
Damn, man,
What's the functional way to use
you were my
handcuffs?
boy, man. God dang, I didn't think you'd go along with that
I
one.
didn't know that was in there.
That makes sense why you have the lotion now. That all adds up now.
Oh my.
And the one question I want to know because neither one of you had admitted to it, man, who put them in the bag?
It was Cisco's idea. I was the one who actually physically put it in there.
physically put him in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, so you physically put it in the bag.
Because the way we
put
did
it
it
in the bag.
was
It was his
we was
idea.
like
It was his
swapping
idea.
the bags,
I mean-
and I just like kind of
Yeah. It was physically
I didn't
him.
think, and I honestly didn't think these guys would step that low.
That's not
To
low.
tell- I don't know who put that. I don't know who did it.
We just told you.
I know you just told me.
It was his
just-
idea.
It was
I
my
did-
I
didn't
ran
know-
with it,
didn't
but
know
I
at the
physically
time.
put the
I
yeah.
didn't know at the time, but
It
I
was
was
a-
trying to figure out who. I was like, K can't do that.
Yeah.
He did. Cisco, I go, he can do that. So I got to give you the props. That was a good one. No.
Yeah. And just like that.
Clip that.
Just like that. This is why we are who we are. Jeez. We go up and down on roller coasters and shit like that. Jeez.
And that was a fire one. That was great. That was great. Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, and that's how we are. We just banter with each other. We pick on each other, but we also want to pick topics to help you guys know and
Yeah.
give you 3 different perspectives.
Yeah.
So if there's a topic you want us to talk about, hey, DM us. Let us know.
100%.
And we would
Look,
definitely
you
get
know,
on.
and by all means, we don't know everything. You know, we're not professionals in every
But we
single
will do the
topic.
research.
But we will do our best to talk about it in our own experiences and try to help you guys learn.
And with that, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Coach Cisco.
Coach Michael.
I'm Coach Kael.
We'll catch you on the next episode.